All right, we're gonna be watching SchruteFarms, who's gonna be playing Ball on Colosseo. This is Platinum 2 on NA East on PC. I am a Wrecking Ball enjoyer trying to push for Diamond. I'm currently Plat 2. I don't play exclusively Wrecking Ball, but if the map works for Wrecking Ball, I'll usually play him. I have hundreds of hours on Hamster, and I feel like I play the hero correctly at a fundamental level, maybe even good enough for Diamond, but obviously I'm missing something since I'm still Plat, so any tips would be appreciated. I have two recent losses that were very close, and I, picked the Colosseo game. First thing is, I was actually just thinking about this. The name sounds super familiar, and I actually checked. I did a review for SchruteFarms back in January 5th of 2023. I assume it's the same player, since it was also tanked back then, but it was actually on a Risa. So you got from Gold 1 into, was it like Plat 2? So congrats on that. Anyway, let's talk about the ball. So I've seen the replay. Overall, I think you have the right idea, right? I think that you consistently take off angles, right? You come in from an unexpected approach. Your approach is not canceled, or especially since it's a Roadhog, like it's not canceled or seen. Like I would say 75 to 90% of the time, they don't know you're coming. I think generally speaking, you're landing good slams. All that is good. I think you have a very strong base to be playing from. So what goes wrong here? I would say number one thing that pops out is your adaptive shields usage is like nearly useless. You get almost no value from it. In case you didn't know, adaptive shields gives you 100 health plus 100 for each enemy near you, which means if you go on 5 enemies, you get 600 health instantly, which is really, really hard for them to deal with because the key thing that you're missing is that you're not able to follow up with gun damage. You play very safe. So you'll go, like you'll bump somebody, then you'll slam, right? And then you won't even shoot them. You'll often just roll away right away. Even if you have like 700, 800 health because of adaptive shields, you'll just roll away immediately instead of trying to apply any extra damage. And it's not just that the damage is useful, it's that the enemy team will shoot you to make sure you don't just gun down the support or whatever you're engaging on. And that creates space for your team to then try to get kills. So again, it's not just about your gun damage. It's the fact that when you're sticking around, people will shoot you. And if they shoot you, that means they're not shooting your team, which is always good for you because you're a tank and they're not, and you're not going to die easily. Right? And that's what Adaptive Shields is for, is if you pop it at the right time, you get a ton of extra health, and then it's not even hurting your next attack, right? Your next attack wave, because you have this extra temporary health that gets burned away anyway, and that it's no loss to you. So I think overarching, that's like the biggest thing that sticks out. Number one is your adaptive shield usage gives you almost no value. Again, you pop it in sometimes where I'm like, I have no idea where you pop it. Sometimes you take 0 damage after you use it, and you're playing too conservatively as a result. First item. Second item is kind of like some of the timing is a little tricky. It's like sometimes you're not always engaging with your team. I think usually you are, but sometimes I'm like, whoa, you are way mistimed. Like you're engaging pretty much entirely on your own. And as a result, you have no credible kill threat. Ball really can't kill anyone as long as there's a support looking at them. That's true for most tanks. But like if you're engaging on their backline, really the goal is not, hey, I personally want to kill somebody. It's me in conjunction with my team are going to result in the kill. So like if you're mistiming it, not synced up with your team, that's a problem. And number 3 is just going to come down to just general execution. Nothing advanced for like ball techniques or mechanics or anything like that, but like just generally I'm like watching, I'm like, oh, I wouldn't do this. And we're going to go through a bunch of those micro level mistakes. Okay, so that's the kind of framework to start here. So you're going to roll through. Heading out, waiting. Yep, everything's good. Yep, no problems here. Nice and stealthy. Obviously, they have no idea that you're playing ball, so this first engage should be free. Actually, this goes into the next thing I want to talk about, which is the scoop and boop, or rather, scoop and slam, as Yeatle puts it. So with ball, your goal is that you're going to roll in, and then you're going to bump them. They're going to go flying. You don't release yet. Then, on the parabola, on your way up, look at it from the side view. So you roll in, you bump them, they go flying, you come up, then you slam down, right? That's the scoop and boop. It's a very, very common technique. You see it all the time. If you watch Hughes ball video, he does it all the time, right? Again, bump, then release on the way up, then slam down. And it does a ton of damage. It's going to do like, almost 200 damage right there. And then you just gun them down from there. Obviously, they can get healing, etc. But like, it's a very strong threat to their life. That's what we're really aiming for. But often you just bump people and then you don't get the slam off for a variety of reasons. But I want you to always be thinking about that. So we're gonna bump here. So what went wrong here? You have the right general idea, right? You hit her, and then you're trying to slam. But you see that you slammed way too early. You do not want to come out of ball form yet, right? You actually want to keep going here, right? So release the grapple, let yourself continue in ball form up here, and then slam on top of her. Because this slam is obviously way too far away and it's not going to do anything. Right? Very obviously, this slam does nothing. But imagine that you slam on top of her, and then you gun her down, and then that's it. And you get a kill, right? If she doesn't grenade or anything like that, she's dead. For some reason, she does not want a grenade, but, you know, she doesn't now, which is fine. But, like, some small thing like that can be the difference between getting a kill or not, and a difference between getting a kill or not is usually the difference between winning or losing a fight. But, like, little basic things like that is just, hey, just hold it a little longer, and then slam when you're actually on top of her, because it does damage based on how close they are to the center. So you want to be slamming on top of them as much as you possibly can. So this slam right here, wasted, is a problem. Now, you're going to pop Adaptive here, which, like, is understandable, because they're all focusing you. I don't think that you necessarily needed Adaptive here, because you could have just rolled off and gotten Mega. Like, yeah, you'd probably taken, you know, I don't know, 400 damage, then you heal back for 250. Okay, you're missing 150, but it's not a big deal. Like, 150 is nothing to you. And then you could re-engage with Adaptive here if you wanted to. I'm not saying, strictly speaking, Adaptives are wrong. I'm just noting that, like, you don't necessarily need to pop Adaptive here. Just trying to think one step ahead, like, hey, is there a Mega nearby that I can grab, is big. I'll pause here. I think the best minor perk is the one that gives you an extra 100 health per health pack. Because even mini health packs become very valuable to you as Ball, and you pick up a lot of health packs as Ball, right? You're probably one of the highest health pack grabbers in the game. So having extra health per 100 per health pack is huge. So, they've decided to ignore you. They're like, whatever the ball's going to do is the ball's going to do. Why are we going to grapple now? Because A, I don't know what's around this corner, right? I don't know what the setup is. I don't know if I'm ready. Like, there could be a Roadhog standing right here. I don't want to roll into that, right? I want to wait for the Roadhog to get distracted, then I can go. So this grapple is started too soon, number one. Number two, because of this angle, instead of you being able to scoop them, right? There's no vertical component to it. You're just going to bump them forwards. Instead, you could have just rolled forwards here, then grabbed, now roll, now bump, now slam. And then they die. So little things like that make a big difference on Ball, who is an extremely technique-focused hero. Right? As heroes go, extremely technique-focused. There's so many little things in the way you do things that can make a huge difference on being totally ineffective or absolutely carrying a fight. Because here, you're actually quite lucky that you managed to get all the way over here. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but you managed to climb this and get the slam. But you'll notice here that the slam is still not in the right spot. You want to be slamming on them, not on the other side of the barrier. You want to be slamming, like, as you jumped up here, you could have flicked your mouse and then slammed down here. You want to be slamming right here, not right here. So you pop the Ana, but not for a whole lot of damage. And again, it's hard for your team to follow up because the Ana is actually not that low and she gets healed up. Versus if you slammed here, the Moira and the Ana, that's much more damage, and it's possibility to die. Additionally, if I slammed right here, and I have Adaptive, I can immediately pop Adaptive and then try to shoot them down. Okay, start burning me, then I roll away. Get healed, and I come right back. So, you go out, you bump the Tracer, which is fine. Like, as soon as you bump this Tracer, just shoot her. Bump, immediately go in the crab form, right? And just shoot. Ideally, you want to get around the corner to make sure you don't get hooked, but, like, you could go crab form right now and just start gunning her down. Is it going to get the kill? Not necessarily, but it's going to force something, right? Blank, rewind, something's going to get forced, which is going to make it easier for your team. I don't want to take this angle. This is a bad angle, right? Because the Roadhog was there. Like, ideally, I want to keep going back to the right. Trying to boop off, which is, like, not a bad idea to try to save the Cassidy, but it's not, like, reliable. There's a lot of things that can possibly go wrong here. Is this where we want to be slamming? I don't think so, right? You probably want to be slamming all the way back here, go for the Ana, and continually apply pressure to the Ana. Because if you slam anyone here, Ana can keep them alive easily. Ana heals for like 94 health a second or something. You can't outdamage that. You do 125 damage a second with perfect accuracy, no headshots. You're not going to be outdamaging the Ana. Like, literally nobody's going to die here. The only person you can try to kill here is the Ana, maybe. But with the Cassidy dead, there's not a lot to do right now. This is not the time to be trying to shoot the hog down. Again, notice you pull up the Adaptive. What do you do with it? Absolutely nothing. Right? Adaptive should be used not just to allow me to roll away, because you can always roll away for free. Basically, always roll away for free. Unless it's like Somber or something, you can pretty much always roll away. Adaptive should be used to allow you to gun people down, right? Or to take dangerous slams. But, like, none of those are true. I can't believe the ball misses you here. So this is not the time to be trying to engage. Why? Because we already know we're down 1 hero, right? We're down 1 DPS here. So we're probably not going to win this fight. I probably need to give them some space, reset, right? Go high ground or on the side or whatever, set up for the next fight. This is not the time that I want to be burning resources because then I'm not available when the fight really happens. So you're going to get killed. Here's the hog. I understand trying to boop the hog here, which is like the right general idea because you're trying to stop him from hooking. Again, not something you should spend a lot of time thinking about, but situationally great. What's the angle? I want to go straight through and then go high, right? And then go slam. That's my goal here. But instead, right, you're going to intentionally or not bounce off of this and then go for a slam here. But this slam's not going to do anything, right? It's very lucky to hit the Tracer. Tracer could easily dodge out of this. But Tracer presumably has blink/rewind and is not going to die to this anyway. I really want to be going for the backline, continuing over and over again to apply massive pressure to the backline. So, from here, I popped Adaptive. But why did I pop Adaptive? Like, you know they don't have hook. Sleep has been missed. I don't need Adaptive right now. Like, it's not... I'm literally not under any danger. I do not need to pop Adaptive. I want to look for the right opportunity where I can get in and use Adaptive to do something. Obviously, I should roll not this way. I want to roll this way and then look for another scoop and boop, right? You could get a 4-man scoop and boop slam right here, which is easily fight winning. Don't worry about Pigpen. That's like not really your job. Like, don't fret about it. Once again, try to do the high grapple so you get vertical component to it and then be able to slam. This is a great opportunity where if you could roll in right now, you know the hog is in here because the hog is in the front line, so probably not a problem. Right here, right, if you popped Adaptive, you could just gun everyone down right now. What are they going to do against a ball that has 1,000 health? If you just stand right here and just start shooting the Moira. Nothing, right? You're going to immediately force fade. Okay, great. Now I shoot the Sojourn. Okay, Sojourn slides out. Great. Like, now I fall up. Now I fireball and I go kill him. That's what you're looking for here. And you're just not doing it. Like, you get almost no damage from your gun. So you're shooting right now. This kind of thing is extremely dangerous because the Roadhog's just literally not paying attention to you. But if he is, then this is not going to work. And you need to, like, set up for a better angle. So, ideally, you want to be able to hit the Sojourn here. But fine, is what it is. You're out here. You force Coalescence? Great, we'll take it. Right? Did I need Adaptive here? Not really. Right? You got a lot of health here, but, like, did you really need Adaptive? I don't think so. So, next thing is mines. Now, the best time to use mines is as part of the scoop and boop combo, right? You go in, you scoop them, right? Then you're over the air, you pop mines, and then you slam. Popping mines without slam should be avoided whenever possible. It's not that it's always the wrong call to pop mines on its own. It's just it dramatically reduces the chances that it'll be effective. So if you know that they can't escape, like if they're trapped in a room, yeah, go ahead and pop mines, right? If they're stuck in, you know, May Blizzard or something, yeah, go ahead and mine them. But generally speaking, mines without slam gives you no value.
Area denied.
So we notice here, mines have been popped. There is no slam. There is no slam. There's nothing that pins them there. And the Ana just walks away. And that's exactly what you don't want to happen, right? Try to synergize it, right, with your slam whenever possible. There is no need for you to have popped mines right there. Additionally, if you were going to pop mines, you want to be popping mines here, not up here, because their team is already on the back foot here, right? Like, they're not going to be walking forward here, so I only need to cover, like, some of the forward space, and I guarantee you they'd all go backwards and didn't mind it. You see that very few mines, like, if you had one more layer of mines back here, then the Ana doesn't make it, because they would be active right now, and then she dies. Okay, you try to gun down the Ana, right? So you try to go for it. I would note that the Ana is actually really low right now. She's down to 100 health. You could try to trade out for her right now if you wanted to, because your whole team's dead. So if you die for it, it's fine, and you manage to get the kill, and they have long spawn. This is definitely not the call. We are missing 4 teammates. Just go, get healed, get ready for the next fight, which is going to happen around here. I do not want to be engaging right now because I have no chance of getting a kill, and there's a high chance of me dying as well. You are very, very lucky to not die here. So, 5-on-1 situation. Same deal, right? Why are we engaging right now? Is my team ready? No, they're not ready. Just because you can engage doesn't mean that you should engage. You need to see, is my team here? If my team's not here, there's no reason for me to be engaging. I'm engaging myself. Can I get the kill? No? Great. Now I'm going to die. This is like the big mistake. Everything else are like small mistakes that pile up, but like this is like a massive mistake because your team is about ready to fight. You could fight 5 seconds from now with a full 5-on-5, but instead you die, which means your team is missing a tank, and because you're missing a tank, now it's gonna be a 5-on-4. Your team has no chance of winning that. This stuff you have to completely cut out, like literally never again, because it's totally avoidable, right? This is you choosing to fight right now. You can also see, hey, look, I got people spawning. Even if you don't know the other 2 are dead right now, you can see, hey, 2 people are spawning. At a minimum, this is a 3v5. Even if you think 2 other people are alive right now, there are still two teammates who are missing, and you know all 5 enemies are alive. There is no reason to be taking this fight. So that's the first big item. Number 2 is never expect to roll anywhere within Roadhog's hook range and not get hooked. Like, just play as though you're gonna get hooked. Because as you climb, Roadhogs will hit every single hook against Ball. Like, 90% plus easily. Ball is actually super easy to hook. So do not expect Roadhogs to miss hook, like, ever against you. Because if you're ever thinking, oh man, this only works if I don't get hooked, don't do that play. Find a play that is not that. Because in this scenario, obviously, you engage at half health, and then you die for it because you don't even have adaptive, right? You gain your half health and you don't have adaptive, right? You just get hooked here and then you die. Considering how close the game is, arguably that play cost you the game. All right, so where are we going? Obviously, you're like, hey, look, I gotta stop the cart here. But the thing is, the cart's not quite there yet. So my job is not to stop the cart yet. I actually still want to engage against the backline. So I'm looking for, hey, where is the backline right now if I have any information? We're down 1 here, right? You're going to boop the tracer, but I would just roll off and be like, hey, look, cart is here. Even if you don't know where the team is, cart's here. The supports are either right here or right here or right here. They're going to be somewhere basically on top of the cart because I don't see them yet. And so you can look for a slam opportunity right away. Now, you went to the right, which is understandable, but nobody here. Shooting the Roadhog is not a good use of your time. I need to get ready to stop this cart and get slammed. I would say your Mei ultis, by the way, are absolutely massive this game. She has like MVP blizzards. Every single time she pops it, you guys win the fight. Alright, Sojourn dies, Ana dies, you're slamming nothing. And which should not happen because like you see all the heroes, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And the 5th one you don't know. So you kill the Sojourn, you turn, Ana's dead, so you can see there's nobody on your screen right now. What are you slamming? Literally nothing. Again, minor mistake. You're going to win this fight anyway. But like that level of like, hey, you're not aware, like battlefield awareness of like where people are is not good. And it's going to be a problem for you trying to climb if you're just slamming empty space. All right, Morgan's bye-bye. Roadhog decides to just let you kill him. Fantastic. Cart's moving up. You're setting up. Great. Right? Again, like this loop is good, right? The scout set up strike. All good, right? Like you're doing a good job, like not sitting on a cart or doing anything else silly. Let's think for a second. Is this the right time to be engaging? Well, is my team able to see the enemies? No, not really, right? They're really far away and there's a ton of cover here. And if I boop them, they're probably going to go into the corner and then my team really can't help. I have to literally do 100% of the damage myself, and frankly more than 100% because they're going to get healed. I do like 150% of the damage myself to get a kill. I have to literally do here like 350 plus damage to Sojourn to kill her. Do you think you can do that? No. So don't, right? Like, it's just not the right time to be doing this. They're not contesting the cart. They're going to let you push the cart probably all the way to here until they contest. Sure, take it, right? As long as the cart's moving, you're doing your job. You don't need to be engaging yet. Simultaneously, their team is not a credible threat to your team. If they have like a Widow here, different story. Then you have to engage and you have to prevent the Widow from getting a pick. But Soldier in this range, she's not going to kill anybody, right? Everybody's full health. Everybody's got cover. No danger. That's number 1. Number 2 here is you don't know where the Honor or the Roadhog is. You have not seen them. You have not heard them, which means you could easily get just absolutely like chain CC here and die. Again, sleep / and then follow up by a hook. Just you could die here. Like they could pop Whole Hog, for example, and just pin you. Like if you got pulled here, he could just pin you into the corner with Whole Hog and you'll die. This is a really, really bad play. It also forces out adaptive shields, which is not good because that means now you can't do anything with it. And did you need adaptive shields? Weirdly enough, not, because you immediately leave anyway. So what was the point? Like, you take how much damage from this with adaptive shields? Like 50 maybe? You're at 1044. You went down to 1017. So you took 27 damage. Did you need adaptive shields to block 27 damage? No, you did not. This is not the right time. This is not the right ability usage. This is not the right mechanics. Everything here is going wrong, other than the fact that you were set up in the right spot, but the timing here is everything. Don't do this thing where you just roll across in front of the Roadhog and just hope that nothing bad happens. A great example of, hey, can I actually just kill the soldier? Like, if you go right here, right now, right, and you pop crab form in her face so the Ana can't heal, and you just gun her down, what happens? I don't know, maybe you kill her, right? With Adaptive, you'll get an extra 300 health, and you can see what happens. Don't do the shooting thing, because they're, like, not, if anything, it's just revealing the fact that you're here. So, we noticed, did we manage to mine and then slam? We did not, because mines go off, which means they already start walking here quite a ways, then slam goes off. Versus if I slam immediately, or I mine and then slam, it would interrupt the soldier's slide, and then she would get caught, and then she would die. But, fine, whatever. She still hit a mine. She's got 75 health here. What do? Just gun her down. Just shoot her, right? Shoot her, fireball into her, whatever you want to do. But you decide not to kill her, and instead you decide to shoot this perfectly harmless wall who did nothing to you, and now you're just leaving. Again, you could have just shot and killed the soldier in here. Like, there's a huge opportunity right there where you could kill her. But fine, you don't want to kill her? You saw the Ana right here. You hear and see her. You saw her right there. Right? You see her right now. You see her again. The Ana is definitely the target here. Just roll forward, bump her out of position, and then kill her. She gets the mega, doesn't matter. You just kill her off the right anyway. Right idea to try to be able to swing around, right? But you're trying to interrupt soldier and block, which is again, generally speaking, the right idea. Again, you could have walked up here while gunning her, crab form, walked off, and then slammed back on. Now you're super injured, so you need to go back. And I think you basically need to peace out at this point. But why do we lose this fight? Well, we lose this fight because mines are ineffective, your slams are ineffective, you're not getting kills, you're not focusing people down, you're not trying to kill people who are out of position. You're just not effective enough. On average, you're just not effective enough due to a bunch of like little mistakes that keep like piling up very quickly over the course of even a very short fight. All right, you obviously cannot do anything right now. Just leave, right? There's no way you're gonna do anything. Yeah, just leave. Just let him go. This bumping the Roadhog forward could actually be bad for your Mei. You're like trying to body block here, which I understand, but this can go very poorly for you. Did you need that adaptive? I don't think so. How much damage did you take there? You're at 746, 719? 719 right now. 701, you took 18 damage right now. You popped adaptive, you got 200 health. You took 9 more damage. So this is an adaptive shield that blocked 9 damage. Again, you are using adaptive shield way too early in situations where it's not going to help. You really want to keep adaptive shields for I'm trying to stay in a fight and gun somebody down. As a general rule. That's like much more complicated than that, but I think as a general rule, adaptive shield is used after you slam and you're trying to commit to killing someone with your guns. That's when you pop adaptive. Let's think for a second. Can my team help if I slam somebody out here? No. Let the cart move up anyway. They've already pushed the blockade that far. It does not matter. And this is where knowing how to play the map matters too. It doesn't matter if you're ball or you're playing Orisa or whatever. Do not run down here and take the fight here when your team is on high ground. Let them come forwards into this open space where you can shoot at them from multiple different angles and your team is safe and can help you. That's the time to engage. With the only exception being if the blockade is not moved that far. Right? Like the peak point of their distance. Alright, you're gonna get slept here, you're gonna get naded. So if you're gonna do this, just take the time. Just get the mega, right? Get the mega. Your team's not gonna fight without you anyway. Just go out, get the mega, come back, you're at full health. Do we want to be grappling like this? What's our goal? Well, continually, the goal has been identify the backline, scoop and slam them over and over and over again. Like this is a winning formula for ball. Scoop and slam the backline over and over and over again. I guarantee you win a ton of games. Where are we going right now? It looks like we're trying to hit the tank. It's not our job to deal with the tank. If he hooks and kills people, he hooks and kills people. As ball, like you just don't have the tools to deal with this. Every once in a while, yeah, maybe you can interrupt the hook with the right timing. But the thing is, if you interrupt the hook, the hog can still give you tons of value just by shooting you and then going after your team and just shooting them. Just like his regular gun is very dangerous. But if you go through this, like you have no value until the next time grapple is up. You just don't do as much damage. So what we see here is an ineffectual roll through, right? because you take this role at this moment in time where you're not scouting, you don't know what's going on, you just bump into the hog, you go here, you bump the Moira. This does nothing. This does literally nothing. Everyone's thrilled when they see you do this because they're going to think this ball doesn't know what they're doing because it's not dangerous to them. Like, no one's sitting here watching you roll through. It's like, hey, oh man, here's a ball. Oh man, I'm going to die right now. I'm like, no, the ball's already lost 2/3 of its health. He didn't slam, he doesn't have fireball, and he's just rolling away. I'm not in danger. No one's popping defensive cooldowns when you're not endangering their life. And that is like an enormously important thing to be doing, is you need to constantly be endangering their life. Obviously, bad grapple. You could have done high grapple here and then rolled around this way, right? Like in this fashion. So just mechanics there. You popped adaptive here. Did you need adaptive? Right? Yeah, the Tracer's shooting you. You're at 539. You're about to get the mega. Like, you don't need it. You're at 539 right now, previously. So it would have been what? So you're at 839 right now. Tracer does 150-ish damage to you. Right? Which is, like, not trivial, but you're about to get mega and your next year supports anyway. I don't think you needed adaptive here. I think you were totally fine. Another big Bay Wall. Or Bay Blizzard. Big slam, and your team's gonna clean up here. Right? This is all easy. It's a good job chasing down a soldier. Okay, so we want to get ready here. Great. So you scouted a spot. You want to play here? Wonderful. Who are we going for here? Is it the Roadhog? No. We want to be going for, preferably, Ana. Ana doesn't have the ability to escape, right? She has to either hit Sleep Dart, or she's done for. Moira can also fade. So I really want to be going for Ana here, or maybe the Soldier. Not the Roadhog. Less so the Moira. You go for the Moira, and then now what's accomplished? You're going to slam on, but you're in front of the whole team, and you get purple, and you get shot. And what? And now you leave, because you can't challenge the Roadhog. And now the Roadhog's like, great, I don't have to worry about the ball damaging my team. He drops down, he engages your whole team, and they die. What's your plan to stop that? You don't have a plan, right? Like, you have, even if you replace yourself right now with a better ball player, like, it's not going to make a difference. How could I possibly do anything at this point in time? The Hog is really should be walking to your team and just murdering your whole team at this moment in time. Like, this is not good value. You want to be looking for, hey, what is the right moment to be engaging? Not right now when they're not committed, because no one else can see this Moira. Wait until there's somebody isolated, like the Ana's coming down here. Okay, I can isolate and kill her, right? Or, hey, look, my team has already made it all the way over here. Okay, I can slam here and kill people. Like, doing this, like, solo slam thing when they're with their whole team and under no danger of dying is a big, big, big problem, right? It's a very consistent theme we see over and over again, where you actually don't have any credible threat to kill anyone in their team, and thus they don't have to respect you. Like, if you've seen any of my tank games, like, what makes me good at tank is I will make you fear for your life. On any tank that I'm playing, I will endanger your life. If it's Junker Queen, if it's Orisa, if it's Reinhardt, if it's Zarya, if it's Ram, whoever it is, because to some degree, tanking is about running at an enemy squishy, forcing out their defensive cooldowns, and then chasing them after the defensive cooldowns and killing them. That's what we're looking for here. But no cooldowns get forced here because you're not dangerous, right? You're gonna hit the Moira here, and does the Moira need to fade right now? No. See, you even slam her right here. She still doesn't fade because she doesn't feel like she's in danger. And again, danger is highly situational, highly contextual, but she knows right now, A, she's on high ground, and none of your team can see her, and B, she knows she's with her whole team, so it's not like you can stay and burn her down, and number 3, she knows her support is here, so she's going to get healed. So she doesn't feel like she's in danger, and so you're not forcing anything out of this other than using your own abilities to get nothing. So, still a 5-on-5 situation, conceivably possible to try to win this. Nano's been popped. What are we looking for? We're looking for someone isolated to engage. All right, Moira's moving the cart. If you want to stop that, fine. But otherwise, you could be looking for the Ana here. Let's think for a second. Is Mines good here? Do we want to be popping Mines right now? Moira obviously has Fade. We haven't seen her use it yet. She didn't use it for the previous engage. She just fades out of this. Tracer just blinks out of this, right? Well, fortunately, the Moira is an idiot. And somehow manages to go backwards and then do this hop such that she comes back onto the mine and dies. Do not feel good about this kill. There is literally no reason for this Moira to die here. I don't even understand the decision making. Okay, you happen to get the slam after. That's what happens. But even then, she could still have just air strafed onto like empty space and she still would not have died. So I would not feel good about that kill at all. the timing was absolutely lucky that you happened to slam her coming out of fade. She could easily have just faded away from that and nothing would have happened. It's a huge waste of mines. That's not what mines are for. Why did you pop Adaptive? Right? So right now, you roll in to the Tracer. Tracer's already been hit, so she's missing a third of her health. Why did you pop Adaptive? Are you scared that the Tracer is going to be able to out-duel you 1v1, despite the fact that you have 687 health? Like, right now, do you think, oh man, I'm afraid for my life, let me pop Adaptive? No, there's no way, right? There's no way the Tracer could kill you. It's literally mathematically impossible for her to kill you here. You could just stand still, let her shoot you in the head exclusively, and you could just gun her down with your cannons, and she'll still die first. Plus, your team is right here to help you. There's no way you need to pop Adaptive here. It's a complete waste. So, what are we looking for here? Well, we're looking for squishies. We hear Roadhog. Okay, he's above. You want to go this way to try to set up? Okay, fine. Right? I wouldn't worry about moving the cart. Not your job to move the cart. It's your job to engage on the squishies. Look for an angle to engage on the squishies. This is pretty tricky right now because you can hear the Roadhog coming down. I don't want to do a thing where I roll in and immediately get hooked by him and get my attack interrupted. I could go out here, shoot, right? Get ready to ball form to try to dodge the hook is one option, and then I can roll and engage. Alternatively, I could like grapple my way up here, right? Reverse grapple my way up here, and then find a way to slam or boop out this way, right? I can reverse grapple over here and then slam on top. They're not going to be expecting that. You have many options here that are not just, hey, let me just swing the corner here and then try to grapple straight into the Roadhog. This is the worst possible thing that you could do because now your grapple's interrupted, you have no ability to slam, and you're not able to shoot here, which means you're not tanking for your team either. So all of this is extremely bad. Why has Casimir die? He rolls forward into this. And from here, the fight's over, right? Even with a good slam, it doesn't matter anymore because the fight is effectively over now. They have all the angles, they outnumber you. There's nothing more that you can do here. This fight's over. Like, you think it's doable, it's not doable. There's no way you're gonna win here. Yeah, just get out. I don't know why you're still here.
They have the robot. Chance of victory
You usually just grapple at this right here, what you do. This is how you die. This is you thinking, Roadhog is not going to be able to hook me here. Wait, you actually know that he doesn't have hook? Okay, to be fair, you might have heard the hook here. But even then, I still don't think it makes any sense to try to boop in here. I think this is very dangerous. Yeah, so you got to get in position for the next fight. So because of the layout of the map, the next fight is probably going to happen somewhere around here. So you're looking for that setup. Is your team ready to engage? No. Is the Ana isolated? To some degree, yes. But the problem is if you boop her forward like that, you're actually moving her closer to the team, which allows the Moira to save. Comparatively, if you've been able to get the timing here to knock her into this room, that would be amazing, right? You slam, right? Maybe you try to dodge sleep. But this way, she's definitely not going to die. Like, she's very clearly not going to die here. Adaptive is popped. Are you afraid? Are you popping it Adaptive because you're afraid of this one Ana? There's no way. She's not dangerous to you. Like, Ana does functionally 0 damage to tanks, right? Her damage is irrelevant to you. Now you get hooked in, and you're once again forced to retreat. I would note that somebody comes over and try to help get this kill here. Yeah, Cassidy. So if you'd done more damage here, like, conceivably the Ana could have died. This is extremely dangerous, and now you get hooked and die. Right? You're so lucky to not die here. Like, you have to stop doing this, where you're just like, the Roadhog could be. Assume the Roadhog will hit you 100% of the time that he can see you. If he doesn't see you coming, different story. But when the Roadhog is actively looking for you, and you just roll across his face like this, I would assume you will get hooked every single time. And if you knew you were going to get hooked here, I do not think that you would have chosen to grapple in this direction. Very, very lucky to not die. But unfortunately, to not die, Kiriko has to throw Suzu to save you, which is bad. Now Kiriko doesn't have Suzu for anything else. So, not good. Like, for a complete... Like, you didn't even have to engage that. You could have just been like, hey, look, that's cool. We're just going to chill right now. Right? Go over here. Gun down the Ana a little bit, right? Roll back, try to dodge the Roadhog. If the Roadhog hooks me out by himself, no problem. It's with the rest of his team that's more of the issue, right? Juke around a little bit, then engage in when I have Adaptive. So, Kitsune popped. I don't love this angle, but you're trying to get space. So, I think going to the right would have been a little more consistent. But this is okay. Right? Again, another massive Mei ulti. Right now, you'd have an extra 100 health if you had that minor perk. I don't know where you're going. Trying to go back to our Moira. Oh, I think you're worried about Tracer. Okay, yeah, I think you're looking for the Tracer to try to kill your opponent. So I think this is a reasonable plan. Alright, great. You see the Moira. You know she's vulnerable. Excellent. Slam. Right? Don't walk away from her. Just point blank. Right? Moira self-heal is what, like 50 health a second? Just walk into her and just gun her down. Like point blank, gun. The whole way. I just shoot her the whole way and she dies. The key here is you have to kill her before she gets fade again. But you walking further away is no good because it's going to reduce your accuracy. Just walk straight up into her, right? Then, if you can't kill her in time, she fades, then re-engage, right, with Fireball, and then look for the slam. This is really dangerous if you don't know where the Roadhog is. So, another scenario where it's like, look, I hear the Roadhog coming. Right? You hear it, you see Pigpen, like you cannot be grappling across the Roadhog like this. You get hooked, and then you die. Same deal. Over and over and over again. Like this is not a death that needs to happen right now. So, really from here, you're trying to bump back over. Even if you can't get the slam, just like come back over and just gun her down from this side. So, are we going to slam here? With mines? We are. The problem is, mines plus slam is only really relevant for squishies. Tanks ignore mines, for the most part. Like, he can just take a breather and walk through the mines, which is effectively what's going to happen. We want to be doing this on, like, the Ana, for example, or the Sojourn or Moira who do not have their mobility cooldowns available. Like, and you're like, oh, that's really hard. Well, that's the way tanks work. Okay? This ultimate is not going to do anything on its own. I'm looking for, hey, can I get a scenario where I can do, hey, look, even if I don't bump her, if I don't scoop her, if I can just fly over here, pop mine, slam, she dies. She's going to be dead after that. Like, this mine, no good. It's not going to do anything. I almost killed the Tracer. It's a good double bump. Just catching up, we'll take it. What are we trying to accomplish right now? Just stall the cart? Why would we roll into him? Just sit on the other side of this. Right? Make it hard for him. But then you roll away, despite the fact that you have a ton of health. Like, your team is going to be here imminently. I would just try to roll around, try to dodge fire, and prevent them from getting forward. Because you don't want them to take forward spawn. You're going to get the Mega. There's two back here. But are these two people who's going to affect this fight? No. The fight's happening all the way out here. Don't try to pick a fight on people who don't matter. They're reinforcements. Go over here, deal with the Ana, roll back in, try to deal with the Tracer. Anything that's not fighting these two that are not, again, not changing the fight. The Roadhog could just force it. Exactly. Like, the Roadhog is just going to force the cap here. Because nobody in your team can deal with the Roadhog. Which is like sort of your fault and sort of not your fault. The thing is, it's not just the Roadhog, right? The Ana here is pocketing the Roadhog, which allows him to stay alive and do damage and be scary. If you went after the Ana, you could kill the Ana, right? Force cooldowns, whatever, and then your team can deal with the Roadhog. But by you trying to deal with these two, who again, these two are not impacting the fight that's happening on the point, you are intentionally choosing to leave a fight that matters to start a fight that doesn't. That has to be the takeaway here. It's like, hey, do these two matter? No, right now they don't. If you could kill them for free, it'd be wonderful, but I have to worry about this fight right here, right now that's happening. They're not showing up to that fight for like 10 seconds. That's 10 seconds you could use to win the other fight. Again, Roadhog continues to push. I don't love this. Again, there's no vertical component, right? You could roll this way, grab, boop, slam. It's still a good use of the car, though, here to get the slam off. I would note, this Moira is so bad. Despite the fact that she gets fireballed here, so she eats fireball, she eats fireball, she eats slam, she has not faded yet, and then dies to guns. This Moira looks like she has never played Moira before in her life. So I would not expect that the enemy supports will be this level of bad in the future. It's not likely. So you're trying to kidnap the cart, which is like not a great plan, but if that's the only option you got, I guess so. But right there, you had the opportunity to go for the Ana. You could just roll straight into the Ana right now like, you're gonna bump her here. If she sleeps you, sure. Either she'll still be knocked way out of position. Come out of sleep, then you chase her down and kill her. I think trying to not go for the Ana there is nuts. And you could have hit the slam right there. Right now, you see it, right? Release, slam. Slam right now. No? We're gonna slam over here? Right? There's no squishies here. Ana gets away. Right? I get stunned. I pop adaptive. But just roll it and kill the Ana. Like, you're so scared of taking fights ever. Like, all you want to do is just boot people around and occasionally slam. Regularly slam. Like, your guns are a critical part of getting kills and applying pressure, and you pretty much never use them. Now, your Moira dies. Again, you're just not doing a whole lot right now. Like, you're not functionally stopping them from doing anything. Big slam. We shoot down the Ana. She's low, right? We get hooked. Unfortunate. But, like, sort of good, right? Like, good, better than the other fights we've seen. We're still down a hero, but, I mean, it is what it is. If you're taking the fight, you're taking the fight. I'd be looking to get Mega. I have 2 seconds till grapple. I grab Mega, come over here, and immediately go back in for another slam. You want to be slamming pretty much off cooldown. That's another way to look at it. Like, you want to slam. Slam is your highest damage ability. You want to slam basically off cooldown whenever you possibly can. So, Ana gets booped. Not good value here. I see the Roadhog looking for me, but who are we looking for right now? Moira? Okay, cool. We'll take it. Again, I really want to be going for the Ana because the Ana doesn't have mobility. So if I see this and I see Ana all the way out there, instead of doing this, right, I try to roll, right, boop, boop, release, fly, slam down. Like, instead of stopping now, release, go further, slam the Ana. You're slamming a bunch of heroes who have no reason that they would ever die. You're pulling Soldier and Ball into your own team. So, Mei has a big ulti right now. The Hog is frozen. The Ana is vulnerable and alone. Why did you stop shooting right now? Where are you going? Like, this is the moment, right? Like, you just walk up and start gunning her down. You can try to crab or ball dodge or sleep if you want to, but just doing damage right now is critical. I don't know why we stopped. Now there's no opportunity. And you'll notice, you knocked her out of the minefield, which means the minefield's not going to do anything to her. You still get the kill anyway, luckily, right? Kiriko or Moira probably should have faded over to save, but I feel like the Ana also maybe had grenade. She did not have grenade, so that works. But, like, your minefield's, once again, not good. Like, you could have gotten this kill without minefield. Do you see? This minefield literally did nothing. She was never in the minefield. She never reacted to the minefield. She wasn't running away from the minefield. Like, you could just kill her without the minefield. And that's a mentality you should have more often. It's like, look, I can actually get kills all the time. I don't need minefield. Why didn't I just... So, I boop in right now, immediately go into crab form and start shooting her and melee her once. Like, she's dead right now if you just start shooting her and gunning her. But instead, she managed to slide out, and now she potentially could have been saved by the Moira, for example. Now, she doesn't this time, but, like, it's a big mechanical mistake. So you need to decide, look, is the Hog gonna deal with me or not? If the Hog is gonna be focused on card, kill the Moira right now. Point blank, just shoot her in the face. Ball does like 120, 125 damage a second. With headshots, it's 250. Even assuming you hit, I don't know, 2/3 of that, you're still gonna be doing, what, 160 damage a second or so? She only heals for 50. Just shoot her in the face. You're point blank with her right now. Just go into crab form and shoot her. She would take 7 seconds to kill you with her leech, if that, if that, right? Like, it would take forever for her to kill you. Don't worry about it, and you could roll away at any time and get the mega if you think you're actually in danger. You should 1000% at least be trying to force out fade here. You canceled fireball. I think you didn't mean to though. Another adaptive, which is, I don't know why you're doing it. Like, why would we be popping adaptive when there's nobody near us? Yeah, I mean, you popped it. You just got within range of 2 people somehow. Very lucky. Get the mega.
We have acquired.
Yeah, you don't want this angle. You don't want to do this because this is how you get hooked. Like, if anything, I would use this grapple to go left and then try to slam on the other side of the pillar. But, like, this is how you get hooked. And then you take a ton of damage. But he's going to miss hook. All right, fine. Think for a second. I know you can't see through walls like we can, but after this happens, what do you think? Where do you think their team is going? You think their team is going to come out this door, or you think they're going to come out this door? They're going to come out this door. They're already feeling like they need to back up. We've seen them backing up the whole time. The cart's here. Your whole team is here. They're not going to pour out of this room right now. They're going to go out of the left room. So you need to actually be grappling in this way, bumping it, and then slamming. And that would be fight winning right there. But instead, you go right side, you bump the hog, which doesn't do anything. You get purpled. Right? You get hooked again. Whole hog goes out. Okay, great. Yeah, you killed the Moira. Why did we roll through? Like, a fight's going on right now. Roll through, kill the Moira, go crab form, shoot the Pharah and the Ana. Like, your team is here. Just help your team confirm the kills. You're gonna go all the way over here for the soldier, who, to be fair, is isolated. But again, if your whole team dies in the background, like, what does it matter? Honestly, no problem. Like, it happens. No big deal. Engage. Right? Ana dies. You're the ball. I think this is a good idea, right? You're trying to... So, almost a good idea. So, you roll in and bump him. At this point, switch the crab form. You have adaptive, and literally just stand in front of him and just block all his shots. Because you plus your team are... You have 4 people here. You easily kill the Roadhog. Even through self-heal, you easily kill the Roadhog. But because you don't step in front of the Roadhog here, he's able to get this good line of sight on your Mei. Right? Again, the right idea is here. Right? But she gets pulled in, and then big shot melee to get that kill. That is a huge kill by the Roadhog right now. And now you're going to be down 1 person for this last fight. So, right idea to slam here. Like it. So, chase. You're not even injured. You're not even injured. Why are you going for the Mega? You need to figure out, hey, where are the squishies? How do I engage right away? Well, I hear the Moira in the left room, so I can go over here and just engage that. Or I can try to prevent my team from getting killed by the Roadhog. But ideally, I want to go after the squishies. I don't want to be going for a med pack that I don't even need. This is like the critical last 15 seconds of the game. If you make even a tiny mistake right now, it is massive. Like, you have to play perfectly from here on out to expect to win, because you made a lot of mistakes over the course of the game. So from here, what are we thinking? Well, first of all, I don't know why we're engaging without grapple. Like, I need grapple to do anything here. I need to clear the Sojourn from the high ground. So you could roll up here, go here, right? Bump the Sojourn, shoot her, she leaves, then you can look for a slam/minefield right here. Why do I say don't slam and minefield her? Because she's going to slide away. But if I just bump her and shoot her, that already is going to take her out of the fight. I pop adaptive, but what am I doing with it? Nothing. Like, you're not taking damage right now. It doesn't, the adaptive's not doing anything right now. The mine gets popped, he just walks through it, because it's not a big deal. Minefields do basically no damage to tanks. Hey, minefield would be great right now. If I could get in the air right now, pop minefield, slam bridge, that's fight winning. But instead I pop minefield for nothing. It's not even like we're in overtime yet. It's not like it's not like it needs to move 1 meter. You need to move it all the way over to, like, here-ish, right? Something like that is the actual winning location. This is not the time to be popping minefield. You see how your minefield does not stop the enemy team from doing what they want to do. For some reason, Otto falls on top of 2 of them. But you see, like, they control high ground, and they're just shooting at your team, and your team is just fishing a barrel. Like, your team has no way that they can win this fight. I hope it's obvious from looking at this that because you are not challenging the bridge, which is your real priority, because you cannot kill the Roadhog. That's not your job, right? You don't have the tools to deal with the Roadhog. That, if you play ball, it's gonna be like that. You basically cannot kill tanks. But that's okay, because you're so good at killing squishies. So your goal right now is not, hey, let me mess around with the ball. It's, let me control this high ground. Let me slam here. Let me pin off 4 heroes, right? With minefield, with slam, with boops, with guns. Cut it as close as I can, down to 200, 100 health. Then try to roll away to give my team a 4v1 against the Roadhog as long as they can to kill the Roadhog. That is your win condition here. It is not trying to mess with the Roadhog, which is obviously totally ineffective. Like, nothing you're doing right now matters. Like, literally, if we just teleported you out of this match and the minefield, it would not have changed this fight at all. Like, no one cares about this. Like, Pharah ignores this completely, Sojourn ignores it completely, Moira ignores it completely, Roadhog basically ignores it, right? Ana is just gonna nail through it and walk on top of them, and she still doesn't. She just ate 2 mines, but intentionally. You didn't force it. She just walked into 2 mines and it still doesn't matter. It's just that's just not what minefield is used for.
This ends now.
Like, imagine if you pin the Ana over here, right? And so, like, you minefield here, you've already slammed the front line, she's got to heal to keep people alive, and she can never get LOS in the Roadhog to get the nano off. That's winning. That's a winning play. But what you do is just, frankly, not effective. And I think you're just over-focused here on, like, oh, point. But you're just not you're not a hero. You're not a brawly tank. You're not like in a reset where, like, yeah, let's fight it out on the point. Sure, let's go to toe-to-toe. I can interrupt his heal. I do a ton of damage. I can block the hook. I can eat so many of his abilities. Like, yeah, sure. Like, fight it out. Or Reinhardt. It's like, yeah, I can wait for him to heal. I can try to pin him or something like that. Or Ramacha, like, I can even maybe punch him out. Or I can try to bubble dance. You're not those heroes. You're just not a brawly hero. You need to make sure you're constantly prioritizing the backline, and that's not happening.
This ends now.
Right. And I think that's basically it. I don't think there's no way. Like, it's 2-on-5 now, or whatever.
We have to stop them. It's our last chance.
Right. Where's the 4th person? Yeah. It's 2-on-4. There's no way to win. Okay. So in summary, takeaways. You need to think through, first of all, Adaptive Shield, right? Adaptive Shield is suboptimal all game long. You get almost no value from it. I strongly encourage you to watch, like, high-level ball players, for example, like Yidel, and when they use Adaptive Shield, and try to mimic that behavior, and try to think through why did they pop Adaptive now, versus why did they save Adaptive and not use it in certain scenarios. They don't use Adaptive whenever they take any damage, right? They use Adaptive when it actually matters and will give them some measurable value for it. So, kind of one. Number two is, again, the scoop and slam, extremely powerful. And you do it a couple times, but generally speaking, you're just bumping people around like pinball, and it's just not working out. And number 3 comes down to timing, right? When are you engaging? Is it the right time to engage? Can we win this fight? Can your team follow up on your slam? Yes, no, right? Like, if no, reconsider whether or not you want to be doing this right now, unless you can solo kill them, which you can in some scenarios, but, like, didn't really have an option here for the most part. And the 4th one is, I think, minefield, right? I think the minefield is gets you almost no value all game long. And it's tricky. It's not like the easiest ability to use, but it's certainly not the hardest one either. If you just think, hey, I want to minefield squishies, and I want to follow it up with a slam, that will already get you like 75% of the way there. The other 25% is, can I force defensive cooldowns first, and or can I use it on someone who does not have a defensive cooldown that will save them from the minefield, right? I think that's the right general idea to be looking at it. All right, I'm going to hold there. Hopefully this was helpful.